Good morning and welcome to this meeting of the Licensing Subcommittee. The subcommittee this morning is made up of Councillors Davies, Nardelli and Wooldridge. The Councillor Davies was elected as chair at the earlier meeting. Councillor Davies, would you take over?
Thank you very much, Kevin. This meeting is being broadcast live, recorded, and will be made available on the Council's YouTube channel. The agenda is available on the Council's website by following the links to Your Council and decision-making, consultations and surveys, and then committee agendas and minutes. The quorum for this meeting is 3 members and all will need to be present at all times. If any subcommittee member or the legal advisor should lose connection, we will pause to allow them to rejoin as soon as possible. To reduce feedback, could everyone please turn off their microphones when they're not speaking? After the subcommittee has heard the submission, I will ask if members have any questions on the submission. Members can also indicate that they wish to speak by using the chat function. Please do not use the chat function to ask questions of officers or members, and remember that all meeting participants on the video call will be able to see what has been entered into the chat. Please also keep mobile phones in silent mode or switched off during the meeting. My name is Councillor Jackie Davis. I will now introduce the other members of the other participants in the meeting. With us this morning, we have Councillor Nicola Nardelli. We have Councillor Andrew Wooldridge.
Hello.
We have Guy Bishop, who is our legal advisor.
Hi.
We have Marcella Basso, the licensing officer.
Good morning.
And the applicant, Mr. Ki-Moon Kwan. Thank you for coming. There was one representation from other persons against the application, but the objector will not be attending. We also have a member of Democratic Services in attendance. That's Kevin Jones. It was confirmed in the first hearing this morning that no members had any interest to declare, and the parties have already been notified of the usual procedures for licensing hearings as set out on pages 3 to 5 of the agenda. Paragraph 57 on page 4 of the agenda pack deals with notification of the decision following the subcommittee's deliberations. This will firstly be confirmed by email later today, and full details and reasons will follow within 5 working days. Are there any objections to proceeding on the basis of those procedures? So now we move to the hearing, which is for Goldfish Waffle Plus Street Trading, 23 Blagden Road, New Malden, KT3 4AH. It's an application for a temporary street trading licence under the London Local Authorities Act of 1990 as amended. See Appendix B on page B1 of the agenda. So I'd like now to ask Marcella Basso, the licensing officer, to introduce the report on the application. Thank you, Marcella.
Thank you very much, Chair. This application for a street trading license was made on the 23rd of January 2024 by Ki-Moon Kwan. The application seeks a temporary street trading license valid for a time-limited period of 6 months to permit the trade of hot and cold ready-to-eat food, Korean street food such as waffles and Korean corn dogs, from a gazebo measuring 3 meters wide and 2 meters deep to be located on the pavement adjacent to 23 Blagden Road in New Malden, as shown on the plan attached to the application form. The proposed days and hours of trading are Monday to Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. to start as soon as possible should the application be granted and ending after 6 months. Relevant pages of the application form are attached at Annex 1, and the proposed hours of operation are laid out in Annex 2 of the report to the Licensing Subcommittee. I confirm that the Council has advertised the application by way of a public notice displayed at the proposed site for a period of 28 days. The application has also been made available on the Council's website for the full consultation period. I confirm that in accordance with the Council's street trading policy, a copy of the application was made available to all statutory consultees, including the Council's highways, planning, food safety and noise pollution departments, and to the Metropolitan Police. Kingston Centre for Independent Living were also made available and made aware of the application. I confirm that no representations were received from statutory consultees. One representation was received from other parties. A copy of the representation is attached at Annex 3. A map showing the location of the pitch applied for is attached at Annex 4, and some photographs of the proposed trading location are attached at Annex 5. The Council reviewed its street trading policy in 2019, and the current policy came into effect on the 1st of May 2020. A copy of the policy is attached at Annex 6. The Council has determined that it will regulate street trading from pitches in the Borough under the London Local Authorities Act 1990 as amended, and a copy of the relevant parts of the Act is attached at Annex 7. Section 31 of the 1990 Act deals with temporary street trading licenses. A temporary license is defined in the Act as a license valid for a period not exceeding 6 months. Upon expiry of a temporary license, applicants are required to submit a new application if they wish to continue trading, and the new application is subject to consultation. A copy of the standard conditions attached to street trading licenses is available at Annex 8. In considering this application, members, you are required to take into account the Council's own street trading policy and the London Local Authorities Act 1990 as amended. You are asked to determine the application having regard to the representations received and any evidence heard at the hearing, in line with the options set out in paragraph 24 of the licensing report. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marcella. Do members have any questions for Marcella? No, I think that was very clear. Thank you very much. I have no questions either. So now I turn to the applicant, Mr. Ki-moon Kwon. Please would you give a summary of your application. Paragraph 47 on page 3 of the agenda pack deals with the length of time an applicant can speak. As no objectors are registered to speak, you may have up to 5 minutes to present your submission. Kevin will advise you when you have 1 minute left and when your time is up. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ki-moon Kwon, and I'm a director of Goldfish Waffle Plus. I'm a new but experienced the businessman, and the thing is, we want to bring the, like we mentioned in the our presentation, that we want to bring our Korean food and culture, and then want to bring, especially for, we call it bungeoppang, which we call goldfish waffle. It is baking, a bake and a pastry, and it is very well known in Korea, but we want to bring to this street. And the thing is, the bungeoppang is this, sorry, I just was nervous.
It's fine. Take your time. We want to hear what you have to say, so do take your time.
Yeah, there's no rush. We're just listening to you, so it's great. So relax.
Thank you so much. The reason that we want to bring this Korean street food is just because New Malden is well known for Korean community, and I believe that there is no one does like a pop-up tent in the area. I know there's some occasion, Saturday or some events, Korean people bring the Korean food, but we want to bring this goldfish waffle with cake condog to daily food to everyone in this area, because especially bungeoppang with waffle and cake condog is being sold in Korea in a tent, like a pop-up, not like in a restaurant or in a like indoor food. So to get a best taste of its product, is to be outside, like in a pop-up tent. So we want to bring all the best of our culture and then the food. And also, they mentioned about the question about the smells or anything objection. I I probably answer later, but the thing is, wouldn't cause any trouble because it only 2 by 3 possible. It doesn't. I've uh, applied this spot since last November. Have been rejected due to some health and safety issues and some uh, regulation. So I've been waiting till this month, and then I was granted by Barcelona that we can wait 28 days to be just to get any objection. But
You have 1 more minute.
yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, if any complaint, we want to accept it, but I don't. I believe that there is not um, not kind of this problem with the cause, because I believe there are already sorry.
I think we understand what you're trying to say, that the objections have already been met, or you've already taken. We will ask you questions that will you'll be able to answer.
Okay. So that's all I can say.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So, members, do you have any questions for Mr. Ki Moon Kwan? Councillor Nardelli, thank you.
Thank you very much for coming to join us today, King Moon. There are 3 points I have. One, with regard to the smell, do you have any form of extraction or filtration that will be going into the kiosk?
This is as you know, the pop-up tent is open air, and the food we make is a bake. It's only we probably make sweetness, the smell of sweet. It's like a bread bake rather than other.
So you're not actually doing any cooking there. You're just heating up.
We are cooking, but it's like the baking in a mold, like pancake with a. If you put the powders in it and then you just bake in a mold.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a waffle making machine, isn't it?
Yeah, waffle making machine.
But what about sausages? Are you cooking sausages there?
Yeah, we have a cake condo that has a fried machine, but we are very vegetarian friendly food, and as well as we doesn't have a strong ingredients. Only we have a waffle mix. So my opinion, there's not strong smell or not like smoke or anything. It cause any problem. So
although you're frying and you're baking, you don't think that there's going to be any smell coming from this?
it can smell, but it's not like sense of like you smell the bread. Not the strong one, just like a
fried sausage. That is
no,
that...
we eat in the condo with a mix, so it actually fry the waffles rather than the sausage itself. You know what I'm, if you know the condo.
I don't know what a condo is, but I think I'm guessing to understand. Now, and how will you be serving these things? Will they be in plastic containers, in paper, cardboard?
We all, yeah, environment friendly. So we use all the paper container, like just a small 6 inch by 6 inch, just small paper.
Like a
And
box.
yeah, with a paper box. So all the environment friendly products.
Okay, so my question leading on from that is, what provision are you going to put there for the litter? So if somebody is then sitting on the bench and eating, what will they be doing with the litter?
We're gonna provide our own litter with a black bag within us. So anything that because any litters or any rubbish, then we're gonna ask them to give us, and then in the end we're gonna take or
Okay.
we'll deal with it.
Do you consider putting a bin there, maybe with your logo on, but something there?
We will try. Yeah, we're gonna prepare for that.
Okay, and my last question was, and what sort of power are you going to be using?
There is no electricity
Okay.
there, but we have a gas, so we're gonna 90 kilogram gas within our pop-up tent.
Okay.
That's the only source we have, and another one is just rechargeable battery, like a normal use. So we're gonna use that one.
Okay, so you'll have a gas cylinder and the rechargeable batteries.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Councillor Wardridge now, thank you.
Yeah, hi. So frying and stuff like that. I mean, is your food going to be? I love Korean food, but is a lot of your food you're going to be selling on a stick?
Yes.
Is it a condo? So Korean condo.
Condo is with
it's the
stick.
stuff which is on the stick. So it's already preformed. It's a natural meat ingredient or vegetarian ingredient, which you then put onto a lit grilled, isn't it? It's not. You don't really fry. Do you fry it or not, or do you put it on a grill?
Fried.
Fry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hot dog is fried.
And how do you fry it? I know it's a silly question, but I think what we're trying to find is, you see, in this country we love fish and chips, and we all get the smell of fish and chips and vinegar. We're just trying to get some idea between greasy fish and chips and condo. What's the difference?
I know. I love fish and chips. Fish and chips has
No, it's the difference. The difference. Yeah. Your food.
Yeah.
How you prepare it and how you cook it on the site there. How do you cook it precisely?
We already prepared. Like you said, with a stick in a sausage or cheese, and then we're gonna bring prepared mix, and then we pour out water and mix it together, and when it goes right, then we just put it together, and then with a breadcrumb or like a potatoes, we put it together and fry it. We brought from Korea the specially made for condog, and then we just put it in a 170 degrees or between 70 degrees and 180 degrees. We fry for 4 or 5 minutes, and then then we take it out. That's no more like a fried. Yeah, fried one. Yeah.
Thank you. Are there any more questions? I think you've asked all my questions as well, so that's great. Thank you very much. So we can move on if we're happy. As referred to in the report, in accordance with the Council Street Trading Policy, a copy of this application was made available to all statutory consultees, including the Council's Highways, Planning, Food Safety and Noise Pollution Departments and the Metropolitan Police. In addition, Kingston Centre for Independent Living were consulted on this application. No representations were received from statutory consultees. Other persons, There was one valid representation from other persons. The objections are set out on page B13 of the agenda reports pack. The objector has not registered to speak and has requested that the objection stands on its own merits. And I think most of our questions have been aimed towards that objection. So now it's back to you, Mr. Ki-moon Kwon. Would you like to make any final closing remarks before we move on? Thank you.
Yeah, they mentioned about the blocking the area and causing the noise, any traffic, increasing traffic flow. But the reason we apply this area is there is already people. The volume of people is big. So I don't think we cause more noise or like making big foot traffics. They'll probably, as a traders, we're gonna use that. I mean, people, like volume of people moving around. We are happy to just stop these people because there's already Lidls and sports centers. People are always commuting this area, so that's why we apply this area. I've been looking for high street everywhere. There's a lot of restriction, and I don't think we can trade as it is. So I think this place is the best place for us and the last place for now. So what I'm trying to say is I'll do our best. We'll do our best for whatever you give us decision. But within 6 months, it's temporary. So any complaint or anything happens, just let us know, or with your decision.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, well said. So now what's going to happen is that the subcommittee will withdraw and make its decision. The decision will be confirmed to all parties by email today, and the full decision notice with reasons will be sent to all parties within 5 working days. So we will adjourn and regroup, but thank you very much for coming, and we will let you know your decision. You will hear our decision later today. Thanks a lot. Right, bye-bye.
Thank you.